Hello everybody, this is Johnny S with another vlog. Today's video we're gonna have a discussion, a little bit update about me, what's going on. So it's gonna be a generic topic, let's say. It's the first day that we're taking the bike, my wife's bike. So we're on top of the AR6 Kawasaki 650cc AR6N. We're testing things, so we are oh fuck, that hurts a bit. So we're a little bit you know, after the surgery, post-surgery phase. We're still healing. It's been 2 weeks and we're testing to see whether we can manage on the bike or not. And if we can manage on the bike, which is my wife's bike, as a test, then we'll test my bike too. So it's been 2 weeks since I've gone on top of a bike. It might not seem much to some people, but trust me, it's quite a bit. I might be a bit slow on the discussion, as I'm trying to also focus on the driving and see whether I can take it or not. My wife also got these mirrors, these aftermarket mirrors. The original mirror had an issue. It was fucked basically. So let's try a bit of acceleration. It's a bit windy. I hope you can hear me. Yeah, so far so good. I mean, I can feel the bumps, but they're not too much. The mirrors are really annoying. These are not mirrors, dude. Like, fuck, for love's sake. It's a bit cold. I think I had left the air vents open. I was wondering why my head's freezing. So yeah, so far so good. Obviously this bike is not as scorched over as my bike is, so like if I go here, yeah, I can start feeling it. Alright, anyway, it's good enough. Let's hope we don't find any crazies on the road. We're walking up quite a bit early to go to work, so we'll have enough time to do our video without being rushed. I cannot see shit. What the fuck? Yeah, those bumps I did feel a little bit. And I'm not as used to my wife's bike. I mean, I know how to drive it, but you know, if you don't take something all the time. Yeah, so this video is gonna be like a chit chat video. I cannot see shit. Why can I not see shit from that side? From the right hand side I can see more. Something is, I don't know. Fucking coppers. Coppers. Fucking numbnuts. Hello faggots. Maybe higher. Maybe like there. Anyway, in 1 second to go through the toll gate and we'll continue. I'll try to figure out the mirrors as well. And we're back. Maybe we need to put them higher. Kind of get the edge of it. Let me see. Yeah, it's just like a fucking, I don't know, I think it's the mirrors. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to see more than that. Anyway, we'll take it slow. On the turning of the head, I can feel the pain a little bit. So twisting of the body. So there are certain movements that, you know, they feel a little bit uncomfortable, but nothing too extreme. In the sense of oh fuck, coughing hurts. In the sense that I cannot, you know, take it. Let's bust this fucking truck. So my wife's bike is quite quite powerful. Also, had mentioned this in previous videos. We've talked about the AR6. So by no means this is you know, a bike that has, what the fuck is it doing? So by no means is it a bike without any power. It's got the power where it counts. It's almost the same horsepower, so you can keep it in your mind in a sense, as the R6. So it's also got 110 something power, possibly a little bit less, and but it's got a little bit more torque, just like most naked bikes. But acceleration is still there, if you know what I mean. It's got the power, for sure. You can accelerate, go through the traffic quickly and so forth. So yeah, the reason why you haven't seen me lately make any videos is because of that. I had a surgery, and we can talk a little bit about the surgery as well. I don't mind. It's not like government secret. I hope the camera, you can see also, I don't know what the angle is like. With my R6, my head is usually like this, so I point the camera more upwards, more like this way. Now on this bike, because you're standing up, the camera has to be more this way to get the same perception, you know what I mean? You need to see a little bit of the horizon, let's say, but enough of the bike. So we're testing shit. Also, another thing is that I've got a new intro for my videos, and I've changed my videos. Instead of R6 vlogs, I'm gonna call it, or R6 vlog, I'm gonna call it just vlog, Johnny S vlog. There's a reason for that, and we'll talk about it as a surprise for a later video. It's nothing certain, but it is something that I'm contemplating, and I might need your help on the matter, guys. So okay, what was the surgery that I've done? The surgery that I've done was umbilical hernia. For those who do not know hernia in general, hernias are, for me to keep it as simple as possible, things that pop out of your body. Let's go a little bit faster. As I said, for 2 weeks for sure, don't drive any bikes because of the position. I also told her, you know, I've got a sport bike and I've got a naked bike. She told me, you know, start with the naked, obviously. My doctor was awesome. She was an awesome doctor, top surgeon, and she explained everything to me perfectly, in depth, in detail, without me needing to ask many things. Even the fact for the bike, because I went and I had my helmet, I went with the R6. She straight away picked up on it and she said, "Are you're a biker?" I told her, "Yes, I'm a biker." Okay, she goes, "Make sure you don't ride the bike for 2 weeks." So all this information was put forth for me without me needing to do much. So she did care. So what is an umbilical hernia? What's a hernia? A hernia, to keep it simple, is something that pops out of your body. Basically, it's there's the internal tissue of your body, which keeps the organs, and usually when the body gets stressed, when you lift a lot of weight, when you do sudden movements and so forth, there are specific, let's say, components in the body that you can have a tear, like a tear. Men also get hernia down low, close to the testicular region. The reason, to give an example, for that kind of hernia is because men have two openings, let's say, one on one side, one on the other side, and those openings, because they're, you know, because those openings are already there, any pressure can increase the size of that opening, and therefore you can get something to pop out. So think about your abdominal section, let's say. Your abdominal section has your abdominal muscles, which are, if you've seen any pictures, the red little thingies, and in between there's a white tissue which keeps everything in place. So the white tissue which keeps everything in place is a weaker area, let's say, you know what I mean? So you got the abdominals, and in between you got the white things, you know what I mean? So in between you got the white section with the things. If you push yourself too much, then that thing, the abdominals will scrunch, let's say, but that white sort of tissue might tear open in between of the muscle, which means that it's got nothing to do whether you're strong or you're not strong, you know what I mean? That thing might have teared up because you have a lot of abdominal muscles. So because of your abdominal muscles, they tense a lot. They also contribute to sort of pulling that thing apart, you know what I mean? That's why they say you can't strengthen your organism, besides dietary and being healthy in general, when it comes to hernia, because it's a tissue. It's not a muscle to make it stronger, you know what I mean? The muscle itself, if you really stretch yourself out and you crunch your abdominals without pulling any weight, just the crunching of the abdominals might tear apart the in-between. So it's got nothing to do with strength, you know what I mean? So that's what a hernia is, that's what an umbilical hernia is. And basically my umbilical hernia needed operation because it was caused from the lower hernia that I had. So I have already had a few surgeries when it comes to hernias, one of them being a lower hernia. When I say lower hernia, I mean testicular hernia. I don't know how else it's called. Testicular hernia is what I mean. And because those hernia operations, they're done what we call in Greek laparoscopικά. It could be similar in English, most words are similar. Laparoscopic, fuck yeah. GSXR Rizla, baby, yeah. Let's make sure there's nobody coming, because these mirrors are gay. Why are you gay?
Why are you gay?
So, yeah, I know you want to change. Go ahead, motherfucker. Go, and I'm not. So that's what the umbilical hernia is, and that's what we had. So basically they make an incision when it comes to the testicular hernia, and they pass a camera through through your umbilical cord in order for them to get down to where, you know, the hernia is on the testicular region. That passing of the camera through the umbilical cord causes sometimes a loosening of the umbilical area in men, and I say men because testicular hernia usually is in men. And then usually when the guy gets older, that umbilical passing of the camera kind of loosens up the area, and if you do lift heavy things, it could be a possibility that you might get a hernia. You might get a popping of your internals. And what does a hernia feel like? You put your finger and you feel something that's popping out. Is it dangerous? It can be if left untended. Can we pass, sir? Can we fucking pass? I cannot see your hand, sir. So this is the surgery that we've done. Like I said, the doctor was awesome. Didn't feel any pain. Why the fuck is this? It's pissing me off. We didn't feel any pain. She was very gentle. She was very... she was very, you know, precise on her thing. Even her taking out the the stitches, I almost felt nothing. So she's very good. Keep it short. Now, what type of hernia fix repair operations can they exist? You can have a hernia where they go to the area and they stitch up that opening, let's say, depending on the size, on the shape, and on the area of the hernia. There's the other possibility that they put a mesh. So when we say mesh, we mean that there's like a little mesh, you know what I mean? Well, what the word says, there's a little mesh, and you can put it on top of that opening. Okay, you stitch it around and around. So think about it as a patch. You know, you're just patching the area. There's a little opening, you put a mesh on top of it, you stitch it around and around and around, and that gets absorbed and it tightens. In some cases, when there's a mesh there, the area can become a little bit stronger than the, what do you call it, than post surgery, you know what I mean? Especially if a guy has weak areas, meaning I do love the fucking bike in front of me. If he has weak areas, meaning that he doesn't have any what do you call it, any strong by birth, let's say, things, by putting a mesh you can actually make it a lot stronger than before. So it's not a bad thing, you know what I mean? It's like becoming bionic. Put a mesh, put a fucking cathode, put a metallic plate, and you're good, set to go. In some cases you can also put double mesh, and the position of the mesh also plays a role depending on the area. So let's say you have an area here and there's a little bit of an opening. What the fuck am I waiting? What the fuck am I waiting for? So let's say there's the opening is here, for example. I don't know if I'll put some pictures up and stuff. You might get the mesh from the outside, you might get the mesh from the inside of where the area is, or you also might get double mesh. In my case, when she opened it up, she found that there was another hernia about to happen nearby, so it was a double hernia. So she made a little bit of a bigger incision, let's say, and she put a mesh which was rectangular in shape, like more of a long mesh, so that it gets stitched around both hernias. So that's why I'm saying that the doctor was very, like, I know exactly what she did, you know what I mean? It's as if she took me step by step for the operation. Fucking awesome doctor. She did not have to do that. So yeah, we're good. The operation, like I said, doesn't hurt a lot, and we'll see how we go, guys. Hopefully we can take our bike as well. Anyway, guys, I'll bid you goodbye. Hope you have a nice, awesome day. And we'll talk soon. We'll talk soon, my friends. Goodbye. Yeah.